Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We are back for some more My Dress Up Darling. This being episode 4. End of the previous episode. I think they said they have like 2 weeks or something like that to finish this cosplay before the event, which is not a lot of time when you really think about it, especially when we saw in the previous episode, they just now gathered the material for the cosplay. So they're going to be cutting it close. I'm sure they'll get it done, but I'm curious to see how it's all going to play out with Marin and Gojo. They're gonna have to put in a lot of time, I would imagine, but I don't want them to like, especially Gojo. I don't want him to like overwork himself or something because they only have 2 weeks. But we'll see. We're gonna hop into this episode, everyone, and see what we're gonna have with it. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, 2 weeks. That's a lot on Gojo's shoulders. And they just like they haven't started at all. Like they just now got the material. I think they got all of it, what they need. This is for an actual human, not a Hina doll. And it's his first time. I mean, in 2 weeks, this is a lot of pressure. I'm sure he'll get it done. Aw. But she wouldn't even be able to be in this position to go to this event if it wasn't for you. So I'm sure she's very thankful, of course. He's already thinking about all of this. I'm so worried about him though, because I don't want him to overwork himself. He's just a high school student too. He has other things he has to worry about as well. Slippery goes, it started to violate him. Everyone's looking at him like, is this boy all right? Episode 4, are these your girlfriends? What's up, Gramps? Long day, a busy day to say the least. But it was a nice change of pace for him, something he's not used to. That Gramps is happy about it. No. It has to do with the cosplay. He said, lovely leg stockings. Like, now this, there was the TV, and now this. Oh, no. Man, how they gonna do that? That's fucked up. They just go from, like, a hilarious, at least hilarious to me, to that. I know Gramps is, he's obviously old. He's getting up there, but. Iori? So this is obviously a family member. I don't know if we saw her before or not. So he's gonna be all right, but still, I mean, that's just obviously family comes first, I would say. But he has like the cosplay thing. He has 2 weeks for that. I mean, that's fam. That's family, right? Like, of course they're worried about you. 2 weeks. Yeah, take it easy. Like, please don't do anything you don't have to. Closer to the hospital, that might be the best option. They don't even see it like that. I mean, you're family. Like, they love you. My brushes. Like, he's saying, you think this is gonna stop me from working on or doing what I love? And it's just another thing on his mind that kind of has to, that's weighing on him or that he has to deal with. Okay, so Miori is his cousin. I'm sure Marin understands too. Like, he probably thinks in his head, like, this is gonna affect the cosplays. Aw. Like, they see, like, she's not even talking about the cosplay. Like, if there's anything you need help with, I'm here. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, y'all should have been done that already. You noticed during that whole thing, they didn't even, like, or she didn't bring up the cosplay. that he's like so worried about it. Man, it's like zoning out, or he's tired or something. He's just thinking about so much. And there's that. Jeez, look at all that. Look at all that. What is up with the subtitles there? I don't know what happened. They were like pushed off the bottom of the screen, but okay. If you're not okay, you gotta say something. Like, be honest, because I don't think he is. And she already told you, like, she's here for you. And I could get why he maybe wouldn't want to put this on her. But, well, I left the OST here. Oh, and he has to run the place because Gramps is out. Tomorrow. Friend is visiting from France. Man, who visits? Who visits for one day? You coming from out of the country and you staying for one day? That just seems like a waste of money. Maybe there's some other shit going on. I have no clue. I don't want to really know, but he's gonna make an exception. It's just too nice. And that's business too. Like, because I mean, they probably don't get. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know, like how much business they get. But Hina dolls is kind of like a niche thing. Maybe not for like some of the older people. I mean, that's like 4 or 5 things right there. There's the cosplay. There's the tour. There's Gramps. There's midterms. Like, like, look how beautiful they are. Probably giving them every detail. Probably too much for them to take in. Yeah, I'm worried about him. Like him over exerting himself, working too much. Hey, that's a very relatable feeling. Like, finally, this shit is over with. Big tests for school, midterms, finals, all that. Yeah. This man couldn't even cheer. This man couldn't even like celebrate or like have that like breath of fresh air or whatever you'd want to say, sigh of relief. Like, oh, it's over. He's just straight to business. Like he has no time to waste. He's at. He's probably at the cousins, right? She's worried about him. We're all worried about him. She had some food for him. Aw. Jeez. Is this his place? Oh, so he was there the whole time? Or is this at the cousin's place? And look at his eyes. And this is his life though for you. There's gonna be kind of roadblocks or obstacles. It's not easy. Oh, flashback. But it's just that's kind of like an old school thing too. But I mean, even just in general, a lot of people are like that. Like they have to always keep going. It doesn't matter how old they are. Like they have to be doing something. Nah, 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 nah. That's not true. That is kind of true though. Damn. Very valid thoughts though. Aw. Is that the same girl? They don't look the same, but I mean that's the only other girl we've saw that was in his family or whatever. That Miori girl is. Are they the same? I was wondering if we saw her before, but Gojo, Gojo. Damn. Because you love it so much, because you're so passionate about it, you'll go to whatever lengths. So if he sees, say, Marin smile, like Marin with the cosplay and all that, ah, that's adorable. I think that's what they're gonna do with it. Like, if Marin is smiling at the end of this, like she understands regardless, your situation. She's there for you. But that smile is what's gonna, yeah, exactly. Like it's all gonna be worth it, bro. It's all gonna be worth it. Like you have someone who is relying on you, wants you, needs you, really, in this situation. He's needed a little kind of, I don't know if you'd say wake up call, a little refresher there, like a mental reset. Aw, damn, man. He's still powering through though, pushing through. It'll all be worth it, I'm sure. I'm going to sleep. But yeah, like man, you probably overworked yourself so much. Wow. It looks great. I mean, the eyes, like, she can see it all over him. Wait, wait, what? Is that like a mix up here? Oh, it's just a little miscommunication. It's all right. I mean, it was worrying him so much. More time to rest, and add more touches if you need to. Oh, come on, you two. Oh man, these two. First Gojo and now Marin. Because now she feels like this was so much on him while he was dealing with all this other stuff that she feels bad. It's just like, These two just care too much about each other, I would say already. But then also like their passions, so it's all that kind of colliding, coming together. Can we stop the? Can we stop crying, man? Like, try on the outfit and let's get some smiles going, please. Oh, they'll get better with that, like the whole communication part. I mean, it was just a little miscommunication, nothing crazy. He's like, what do I say right now? That's what I'm saying. Like, stop this. If we have more time, we can make extra changes if we need to. She's like just getting over crying when you like hear her voice, like it sounds a little different. I love the voice acting from her here. From her VA. Yeah, that'll make it all worth it. Of course not. Yeah, of course she's happy. Aw. I'm sure you will. You're gonna kill it. I'm sure it's gonna look great on her too. The sound effect with that sneeze. Or blowing her nose. After that crying. I do like how they go into the specific like details of the cosplay. I think that's actually really cool. Oh, you could probably do anything. You could probably do anything you want. Especially nowadays. Like, you can make yourself look however you want if you really wanted to. There's, like, something out there for everything. Gojo coming in clutch. No, for the Hina dolls, that's when the title of the episode came in. I was wondering when they were going to drop it, because that's what they usually do with the episodes. There it is. Adorbs. Garu. Wow. People like pick up on that. They have their own unique sort of things that stand out about them, like their own style, depending like on who made them. That's interesting. Facts. Facts. Let him know, Marin. Let him know. She's right, 100%. Hey, there's a smile. There's a smile. He's like, wait, I didn't even notice I was smiling. It just kind of came out naturally. Yeah, we don't see that. We don't see that too often from him, if at all. Especially lately with this all going on. I hear the trimmer or shaver or something. I think she just okay. She dealt with it. Man, this OST too. I'm loving a lot of the music choices here. Oh, oh, well, yeah. I mean, you gotta have that, right? You gotta do that. Oh, I thought he was still in there. Is it done? Is it ready? It's on. The moment of truth. Started from the bottom up. Yo, yo, it looks amazing as expected. It is Marin rocking it though. Not anyone can pull it off like this. The look Gojo is going for, what they're going for, really. Absolute perfection. Beautiful. 100%. See, that's the smile. That's what makes it all worth it right there. Just that scene right there with Gojo to her is what makes it all worth it. All that hard work. It kind of makes it all go away in a sense. Like all those, there were some obstacles, some roadblocks, but they, Gojo and them, I guess you could say, pushed through it. Right? So gotta love to see that. I thought maybe they were gonna do a thing where like, because we know the kind, like what Shizuku comes from, like the kind of stuff that she's into, right? So I thought maybe they're gonna make kind of a joke with that or do something like, oh, let's get into some of the, what is it, like the BDSM shit and whatnot. But maybe the next episode they'll do something like that. I would not be surprised. We'll see. But that's not even the main thing, obviously. I liked what they had with this episode. Really more on a serious note when you think about it, and kind of what Gojo is going through here, and some of the dialogue with him in this episode, I feel like was really good, and some very realistic, some very relatable kind of stuff that they're hitting on, especially really with the series in general, but in this episode as well, and kind of where Gojo's mind was at with all of this kind of weighing on him. So I did really like that, and then I mean, just both of them, how the just the great people that both of them are, because then Marin was, because he was worried about Marin because he wanted to do this so much for her, and then she was worried about him because she knows he's been going through some shit, and she felt like she was maybe a burden, like the whole cosplay thing was a burden on him while he was having to deal with all this other stuff. So it's like they're just two great people. I was like, man, just come on, let's put on the cosplay, let's forget about all this, because this will be what really makes it all worth it. We can just hopefully forget about all that other stuff. But it was kind of a bit to get through. I was sure they were going to get through it. It was just kind of how, right? Or like, what was the end result going to be? And we saw it there at the end. And it kind of does make you forget about all the stuff we had earlier in the episode, because it was kind of like, ah, man, like with Gramps and then Gojo's mindset and seeing Marin break down as well, seeing both of them break down, it's like, come on. So yeah, I cannot wait to see, because they have like the event or whatever. So when we see her at the event or whatever they're gonna do with that, that's probably gonna be awesome. And I cannot wait. We're probably gonna see a bunch of other cosplays and whatnot too. And then even thinking into the future, like the next cosplay after that one, it's just, I love what we have with these two and where it's going, the progression we're seeing with them and them becoming more open. I feel like the communication between them is going to get better as a result of this as well going forward. So yeah, just the way Marin was looking at Gojo when he was smiling, like that's what made it all worth to her, and vice versa, like seeing her smile with the Shizuku cosplays. So some great stuff with this episode once again, especially towards the end. But I really like what they did throughout the whole episode, even how they included like the flashbacks with Gramps, with the Gramps and Gojo. So a lot of good stuff, and like the OST, the placement in some of the scenes, terrific. So yeah, man, really this series for me, 4 for 4 with the episodes. Honestly, so far, I mean this series just has a lot of heart. I know people make a big deal about some of like the fan service and all that, which I can understand why, but I think this series has a lot more going for it than that. And that may be the thing that people just first jump to, and they're like, oh, the fan service, blah, 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 blah. But this series has a lot more heart, a lot more going for it than just that. Sometimes that's nice and all, it's like, ooh, or whatever, but I think what we have going on with Gojo and Marin, it speaks a lot more to me. So Oh yeah, I'm talking way too much, man. I'm like losing my breath and shit. Good episode. Let me know what y'all thought about this one, man. If you guys did enjoy my reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.